everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. Here's Bain. He feeds it to Adams.
And what defense there from Gobert. Putting that wingspan to work and not allowing anything easy inside.
Edwards kicks to Russell. No good. Shot missing. And Memphis the other way now. Here's Bain. Gobert pulls it in.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Towns is doubled. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Now, here is Russell. Out to Edwards. 4 on the clock. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Now Russell, following the miss by John Morant from deep. Here we go, one-on-one. Brooks with it. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive. Wow.
Now, here is Russell. A 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Morant passes to Bain. Brooks with no one around. Misses the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And finished off by Gobert.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. Morant dishes to Brooks. He takes it in. Feeds it to Adams. That one doesn't go. Gobert with the defensive effort. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Brooks kicks to Bain. Morant outside. Outside, Bain. 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. And another miss by Memphis. Timberwolves leading by 5. Right side, Towns. Left side, Edwards. Gobert trying to get open. Edwards, that's good.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Now here's Morant to end the run. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
John Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
Oh, here's Edwards. Outside, Russell from deep three-point range. Rebounded by Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Morant with it. Picked up by Edwards. Out to Brooks. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. On the wing, Bain. And another miss by Memphis. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Prince, the pass to Edwards. Here's Towns. Shoots the 3. And it's Morant with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Outside, Bain. No good with the triple. Brooks against Prince from downtown. The shot that time not on target. It's tipped and stolen by Russell. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 5. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from the front.
On the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams after center locking down the middle. Towns wide open and count it from 19 feet away. Towns has got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
In your younger days, RJ, you had seasons where you averaged over 22 points a game. Some players later in their careers struggle accepting smaller roles, different roles. As a player, talk about that challenge.
Self-confidence is a weird one. Sometimes it can work great for you, and sometimes it can work against you. For me personally, as I got older, I loved finding the challenge. And the challenge was, how could I star in my role? Was it as a 10-point-a-game scorer? Was it as a 20-point-a-game scorer? Or was it as a 5-point-a-game scorer? Because ultimately, you have a chance to have an impact on the game. And I love basketball, so I was going to take any role you were going to give me.
What a great answer. So in other words, you've always got to evolve.
You always get to evolve, and it's always going to be adapt or die, especially as you get older. You have to adapt or your career's going to end. I would have never played 17 years if I didn't adapt.
So looking it over. Here's Towns. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And the number 1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Greg, in order for Towns to get...
Oh, my goodness, man. And, man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Russell with it. He's picked up by Morant. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Gobert kicks to Russell. 6 to shoot. Outside, Towns. There's the triple. Russell passes to Edwards. And the turnover. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Morant outside. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
The assist.
one of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while. Morant, this man is in full control of the offense.
There's Russell with the three. It's stolen by Adams. Brooks with it. Guarded now by Prince. And the dunk by Jackson.
The strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up with power inside the paint.
Now Edwards. Great D that time from Bain. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Morant. Jackson has the open look. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. And it's a 3-point Grizzly lead.
Showing he can make this shot. Give Jackson Jr. room to take the triple. Oh, and he will.
For 3, Edwards. Grizzlies with the rebound. How about this one, Craig? They're on right now. Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Now here's Prince. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Pass to Prince. A kick out to Towns. Trying to get something going. That shot off the mark. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. The Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned him into a powerhouse.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And he uses the glass on the way.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Russell kicks to Towns. Tries it from 19. Morant with the steal. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Outside, Bain. And the pass to Adams. Morant outside. Shot clock at 6. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Prince. That one a little long.
You can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, you need to find some sort of momentum.
A nice hustle by Russell, trying to make himself into more of a two-way player.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
17.
Second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. Now, they're going to keep fouling. He has no problem taking that.
Reed is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's McDaniels. And it's McLaughlin in at the 1. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. And it's Clark slamming it down.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Here's McLaughlin. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Jones. There's Green with the 3. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 7.
And how about the impact that Green has on his teammates?
He's been doing it for over a dozen years. A three-point specialist and a starter for the majority of his career. Great veteran presence for them to have in the locker room. Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside, Jones. Pulls from the top of the key. That one, no good.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
They get it back. Out left to the wing. Noel passes to McLaughlin. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. Here's Reed. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. On the wing, Williams. Count it. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Driving in. Pass to Noel. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Noel passes to Anderson. Over to the left wing. There's the 3. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Concha. And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Now here's Williams. Sinks that one from the post. Williams has got the lead up to 9 now for Memphis. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. A minute 50 left to play in the third. And here's Green outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Reed. Outside, Jones. He kicks it to Green. The shot comes out, and it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Out to the right wing. Reed finds Anderson. Reed the pass to Anderson. Back to Reed. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Now here's Jones. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. To the paint. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Reed. Off target from outside. And it's Williams with the ball for the Grizzlies. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Concha. The Grizzlies with another miss. Got it off in time. That shot no good. And so it's Memphis going into the break with a 10-point lead. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. The perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. So on the floor for Memphis, Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the 3. Morant with a wide open look. No good from outside. Timberwolves trail by 10. Edwards finds Gobert. Towns with it. Now defended by Adams. Russell passes to Gobert. Stolen by Jackson. Outside, Payne. He dishes it to Morant. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Morant kicks to Brooks. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
And one of these modern wings who doesn't just shoot threes. Brooks is a tough guy to cover.
And both free throws good for Brooks. Here's Russell. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game. Russell against Morant. Russell with a wide open look. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Payne. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Russell. Morant dishes to Adams. There's Jackson with the three. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Russell laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
So shifty with the ball in his hands. Russell changes pace with the best of them.
Morant outside. Jackson against Towns. Here's Morant. Out to Brooks. Memphis moving it around. Goes back up. And Morant will lay it in. Morant's got the lead up to 14 now for the Grizzlies.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
The rebound by Steven Adams.
Whew. He tried to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
Payne for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now on the night. It's tipped. Stolen by Brooks. And here we go. Fast break and Morant's got. And a wide open look for Payne. And the 3-ball is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 17. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies. Shot from 16. Misses off the right iron.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing from falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Here's Gobert. Plays it up off the glass.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Memphis.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Ja Morant.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Now following the miss by Ja Morant from deep. Towns down low. Jackson on him. And it's Towns missing. And so it's Payne who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. Morant finds Adams. 3. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Prince. Banked in off the glass.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Fires from deep. Shot clock reset for Memphis. Here's Adams. The three-pointer off the mark. Edwards inside. The kick out to Towns. Here he goes. And Towns throws it down.
You got to cut off these lanes if you're the D. When Towns spots one, he's coming through full force.
So no problem.
Middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. Smitty, sure to be lots of snappy ball movement in this one. These teams have incredibly strong passing games.
Yes, they do, B.A. Some great basketball minds on both teams who can just pick you apart with their playmaking. I'm sure they won't make it easy on each other.
Russell to pass to Towns. Pass to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Russell. Launches it. He drops it from range.
An assortment of shots in Russell's arsenal. Just a quick catch and shoot right there.
Towns against Wall. George outside. Leonard against Edwards. The 3. George can't hit that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. Edwards, a pass to Towns. McDaniels with it, guarded by Covington. Back to Daniels. Pass to Towns. And the layup is good off the glass.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Zubats with it. Back to Wall. Now Zubats, defended by Gobert. It's blocked by Gobert.
The wingspan of Gobert is huge, and he uses it so well to deny shooters.
Zubats passes to Covington. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Russell. First one falls for him.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
And Smitty, with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Minnesota.
And that one falls for Towns.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Up top, Wall, guarded by Russell. Pass to Zubats. It's Covington on the wing. Leonard on the wing. McDaniels covering. Out to Covington. 4-3. Outside Wall. And here's George. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. To the paint. Here's Towns. And Towns slams it home.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front, and trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now here's Wall. Leonard passes to Wall. Kicks it to George. Lets it go from deep. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
2 minutes.
Out of bounds. It'll be the Clippers' ball.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
1:57 left to play in the first quarter. Leonard outside. It's Covington on the wing. George outside. Driving to the basket.
Woo, the craftiness of PG-13. Awesome job fooling the defender and jumping into the contact.
That's good from George.
At the line for the Clippers, Paul George. At the line for 2.
George hits them both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. McDaniels from long range. Pass to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. Just 4 to shoot. Russell from outside. Covington grabs the board. The Clippers have gone 0 for 5 to begin this game. Leonard on the wing. Kicks it to George. Outside Wall. For 3, Covington. Good D by Gobert. Here's Edwards. Plenty of space. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Yeah, that one's good.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Now here's Edwards. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Pass to Towns. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Throws it up high. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Zubats. Leonard, left side. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The T-Wolves on top. They lead by 1. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Edwards, the pass to Russell. Now here's McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. Back to Daniels. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Jacks up a 3. Edwards can't hit. The Clippers in the lead.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
George passes to Zubac.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
First team foul.
That free throw no good.
Taking 2 shots.
And no good on the second free throw. So 0 for 2 there. Edwards with it. Guarded now by George. And Edwards slams it in.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Leonard can't get it to go. Minnesota in the lead. Now here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Takes the 3. The Clippers grab the miss. George outside. Out to Covington. Now Wall. And he drives in. And the big finish by Wall.
Not many guys can score on the move like Wall. A true slasher. Gets inside with ease and has a bunch of ways to finish.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Here's Towns. He has 6. For 3. George against Edwards. Here's Gobert.
Ball is from below the basket. Clippers ball.
The Clippers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Outside Wall. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be a second foul of the game. You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drives. What's the value of breaking the paint?
BA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter from three.
Well, Kawhi has always been an elite defender, but he's become just as fearsome on the offensive end. You can tell he never stops working on his game.
Pass to Russell. To the wing, right side. The kick out to Edwards. Driving inside. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. McDaniels from long range. Hits the trifecta. McDaniels got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. George, right side. Outside Covington. And the jam by Covington.
Excellent pass, PG-13. Keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Outside Russell. Fires the three. Here's Towns. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Easy for me. They make the most of their opportunities by getting to the line, and they are knocking them down as well.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
Zubac, screen. Wall, the pass to Zubac. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Coming off his 3rd All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
Wall, no good.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Edwards. Yep, count it. Edwards got 4 points now in the quarter.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Ball against Russell. Out to Leonard. Pass to Covington. Towns against Leonard. Good D by Gobert. The Timberwolves have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Right wing. And stolen by Covington.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
George outside. Back to Leonard from behind the arc. The shot off that time. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Timberwolves.
16.
First couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one. As both teams trying to gain an edge. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Nicholas Batum out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Powell in at small forward. To the inside. Here's Reed. And foul call. Almost got it to go in. But he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Nick Batum. So he gets them both. The Clippers trail. Up top, Jackson. Pass to Batum. Kennard outside. Here's Powell. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Look at Norman keeping his composure, not letting the foul stop him from taking the shot.
Norman Powell. at the line for two.
And so Powell nails them both. The Timberwolves shooting 40% from the field in this one. Here's McLaughlin.
Timberwolves foul. Jalen Noel. First personal foul. First team foul.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting poorly at only 28%. Batum sets a screen. Here's Kennard. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
And finished off by Anderson.
Getting himself to the rim, Anderson continually finds ways to impact the game.
Here's Jackson. Pass to Batum. The kick out to Morris. Tipped. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Here's Anderson. Lays it up and in off the penny assist. Now it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Jackson with it. Picked up by Reed. Here's Kennard. On target from range. Kennard's got his first 3 points of the game.
Always working to find open territory. Kennard's lethal in catch and shoot.
Out left to the wing. Brents. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And the Timberwolves lead by 6. Jackson outside. The shot no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. Here's Brent. Pass to Reed. Now Anderson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
It goes on Nick Batum.
You saw the talent from day one in Summer League. Anderson's one of those guys who can really get it done in a lot of different areas.
Now here's Jackson. He's guarded closely. Outside Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
The Clippers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "There's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product." Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Allie. Thanks.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Ugh, not good.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Jackson with it. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
Shooting foul.
You know, Nicholas Batum is kind of a classic glue guy who does a little of everything and is always ready to step up and fill any gaps on the floor.
To the middle. A slam dunk by Reed.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
Jackson outside. Kicks it out to Kennard. All sorts of time. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. Kennard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Right side Anderson. Lets the 3 fly. Pass to Reed. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Batum with the defensive effort. There's the steal. Here's McLaughlin. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And here's Jackson. Now here's Morris. Kennard, right side. 5 on the clock. Back to Morris. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Morris has got his first points of the game. He got it up. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And we've reached the end of the third. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Russell to pass to McDaniels. Beyond the arc. Covington grabs the board. And for the Clippers, they're shooting right at 35%. Not getting what they want out there. George outside. Out to Leonard. Back to George. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
It's Edwards on the wing. George defending. Here's Gobert. Towns for 3. He buries it from 3.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his 3rd foul so far. Here's Wall. Outside Covington. Just 5 to shoot. And a deep 3 from Leonard. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. The 3 from Russell. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
So crafty off the dribble. Russell stops on a dime and gets the separation he needs.
It's George on the wing. It's blocked by Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. Over George. Edwards can't hit. The Clippers have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Out to Leonard. Back to Zubats. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
DeRozan attracts so much defensive attention. He's learned to use those opportunities to find teammates.
Russell to pass to Towns. Outside McDaniels. Over Leonard. Outside Edwards. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Wall against Russell. Pass to Covington. The 3 is up. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Towns down low. Covered by Covington. No stopping him there. Jams it in. And he's fouled. An opportunity in a 3-point play on Robert Covington. Batum is checked in for Covington. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
The kick out to Wall. Leonard outside. From downtown. They get it back. George outside.
2 minutes.
Second chance shot. And it's in there.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Ball against Russell. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
George outside. Well, if if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Leonard finds Batum. And it's all from three-point range.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Outside Russell. Back to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Pass to Towns. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. The Clippers running out of time.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Timberwolves.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight, but they also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now, they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well, but just really impressive.
Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Rudy Gobert.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
On the take. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall.
It feels like Kawhi never takes a false step. Everything he does is with purpose.
Russell against Wall. It's Edwards on the wing. George defending. Russell to pass to Towns. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. George outside. Minnesota with the W. Even early on in this game.
He is a high flyer indeed. David, thank you. So Memphis will get the first possession. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point guard position.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Adams wide open. A three-pointer, no good. Left side, Leonard. Outside, Wall. Back to Leonard. It's picked off. Jackson finds Morant. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Wall with the steal. And now Covington running the floor all by himself. Pass to Zubac. Outside Leonard. Clock at 6. Over in the corner, Zubac. And here's Covington from the arc. No good on that one. And it's Memphis the other way. They did. And thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs. And last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
Wall against Morant. And Wall kicks to Covington. Leonard on the wing. Stolen by Brooks. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it. The fast break chance. Outside, Payne. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Morant against Wall. Passes it to Leonard. Outside for George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Covington into the lane. Down to 5 on the shot clock. George, no good. Brooks feeling it out a bit. To the inside. Left side, Payne. Morant outside. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And it's Wall with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Covington wide open. He fires. That ball. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
Well, this is one aspect of his game where Kawhi Leonard has come such a long way. The ability to make guys around him better with his passing.
Stolen by George. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Covington with the ball. And there's the foul to try to stop the break. And that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up. And they'll retain possession. And he knocks down the first one.
Think about Robert Covington's path to being a valuable asset on the NBA roster. A guy who was undrafted out of Tennessee State, begins his career in Philadelphia with a team that wasn't trying to win, and now has become the prototypical 3-and-D valuable asset.
We've got 1:48 left here in the first quarter. Ball passes to Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
There's just so much force that Kawhi plays with. It is what allows him to rise up and put it down with authority.
Of course, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. And think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community. This guy turned himself into one of the league's top talents. Kawhi Leonard continues to be a dominant two-way force.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And here's Wall. Following John Morant's three. Takes a step back. In the corner, George with it. 50 seconds left in the first. A three from Leonard. 5 on the clock. Zubac finds Leonard. From outside, off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Now, Bain. Outside for Jackson. Morant outside. And a miss there on the triple. The Clippers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. George dishes to Leonard. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Jackson up top. Back to Morant. With the crossover. And Covington sends it back.
This guy is such a lengthy wing defender. Robert Covington doing work defensively.
And
The previous play
he's certain he beat the buzzer.
And a chance here to just double check the ruling on the floor. I wasn't sure if he got it off in time or not, so I appreciate the second look as well.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot.
Well, Covington has made himself a viable and legitimate three-point shooter. How about that one?
On deep. Morant with another miss.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Outside Wall. And here's Covington from the arc. And evaluating defenders goes well beyond blocks and steals. So, Doris, when you're doing a game, what are some of the things that you look for and that teams are looking for?
Activity, attention to detail, deflections. Is the person switchable? Can they guard the elite wing scorers? In addition to size and length, do they have lateral quickness? So many things go into quality defense.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
Well, you love that there's no let-up in how they're playing. They want to dominate every aspect, including second-chance points.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
George looking over the floor. A 3 from Leonard. Grizzlies with the rebound. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, that's you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. And George hits to Leonard. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one. Morant outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
He hits the second from the line. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Outside Leonard. Back the wall. Kicks it out to Leonard. Pass to Covington. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
3 points.
Leonard's got his 4th assist in this one. Morant's against Wall. From deep 3-point range, it's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 9 points with the basket from Morant.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Wall passes to Covington. And the rejection by Jackson. Ball against Brooks. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on John Wall.
And one of these modern wings who doesn't just shoot threes. Brooks is a tough guy to cover.
And he's good on the second. Here's Wall. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside for George. Covington against Jackson. Wall dishes to George. Just 5 on the clock. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing here by 8. And finished off by Morant.
And you got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
On the wing, George. It's up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Morant, right side. Outside for Jackson. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Jackson. Out to Morris. The pass to Kennard. 16 seconds left in the second quarter. Jackson passes to Batum. Feeds it to Williams. Can't cash in from close range. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but all right, David, thank you. It's
22.
After a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Brandon Clark is out there with Williams. Then it's Jones. Then it's Green. And it's Conchar in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Well, we know Nick Batum can hurt you from the perimeter. That time he shows you his ups. Go ahead, get up, Nicholas Batum.
Jones in the post, guarded by Jackson. And Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Pass to Kennard. Morris gets to Kennard. Passes to Powell. Driving the lane. Uses the glass to finish the lane. And the Clippers lead by 8.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Jackson finds Kennard. And here's Batum. And the dunk by Batum.
Well, you have to understand what the defense is doing. If they give you an opportunity to set up a teammate, Luke Kennard will take it.
Jones against Jackson. Clark dishes to Jones. Kennard with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 7. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist from Jackson. Morris has got his first bucket in this one.
That's just heads-up basketball, and Jackson scanning the floor, spots the ready shooter. Nicely done.
Outside Williams. Lets it go with the 3. They get it back. And it's Clark with the jam.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Powell, the pass to Jackson. It's stolen by Jones. Green against Powell. Powell with the steal. And Batum kicks to Kennard. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Mr. Morris leaves no doubt.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Jones against Jackson. On deep. Jones, no luck. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Reggie Jackson, one of those guys who does a little bit of everything. Can score it, can be a setup guy, can play the 1, can play the 2. You love his versatility.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Jackson passes to Morant. Bain kicks to Adams. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. And here's George. From deep three-point range. And again, no good by the Clippers. Here's Morant. And Morant moves it down.
And relentless in his attack. Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And then Morant traps it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Covington passes to Wall. He kicks to Leonard. Back to Wall. No good that time. Morant with some nice D. It's Brooks on the wing. Outside Jackson. Over to the wing. Here's Morant. Oh!
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
Ball against Morant. For 3, Covington buries it from three-point range. Covington's got 14 points for the game.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Here's Morant. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Los Angeles. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they've done a phenomenal.
Please give a big round of applause
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point guard. Wall dishes to George. Kept alive. Back to Wall. Covington kicks the Wall. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Wall passes to George. 6 on the shot clock. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
How about the athleticism of Robert Covington? Go ahead, make easy work of it.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Offensive rebound. Outside for Jackson. Outside, Bain. Morant outside. Another shot. Brooks with no one around. Offline with his 3. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, really smart move by Paul George. Feeds a ready shooter instead of forcing his own shot.
Morant finds Adams. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Morant. And there's the try. And finished off by Morant.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a little jolt here.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Wall dishes to George. Covington, a screen on Bain. And George kicks to Covington. A 3-ball. George, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
George against Morant. Brooks from outside. He can't get that one, so the Clippers will take it the other way. Leonard looking over the floor. Morant left side. No good on the triple.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
To the middle. It's stolen by Adams. From the arc. It's held in by Zubac.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Back to Wall.
2 minutes remaining of the game.
Leonard the pass to Zubac. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
1:56 left here in the fourth quarter. George against Bain. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Clippers lead by 11.
Size and strength. Paul George has both, and you love his willingness to play through contact.
And it's Morant missing. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And they go to the intentional foul. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding. The open man.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Out to Brooks. Adams outside. And Adams with the slam.
Make no mistake, an intimidating 7-footer. Steven Adams gets the space he needs and finishes with ease.
outside Leonard. Zubats with the screen for Leonard. And it's Zubats atop the key. 6 to shoot. Ball, that's a two-pointer. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Brooks kicks to Bain. The tray. He doesn't hit that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And that's just a great job of staying ready by Morant. He didn't need to dominate the ball to score there.
Covington finds George. 20 seconds left in the fourth. On deep. Covington with the bucket. Covington's got the lead up to 12 now for the Clippers.
Well, I'll tell you this. Undrafted out of college, Robert Covington made his way because of his defense, but now understanding I've got to contribute offensively.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And so Los Angeles takes the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for
And we're in for a fast-paced game today, it seems. These teams like to get out on the break and run as much as possible, Grant.
Hey, B.A., get your popcorn. There'll be a lot of speed out there, almost a track meet. Believe that. Yeah, you see each side has a great deal of speed. Both teams will be looking to play to their strength and get easy buckets in transition.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. Now here's Russell. Down low. And Morant clears the board. There's the drive. And then Morant with the jam.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Edwards against Bain. Pulls it. Shot is good by Edwards.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
You can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character. He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple. You know, when D'Angelo Russell came into the league, he was really primarily seen as a point guard, and that's what I like most about him, his vision and his passing ability, but he's actually changed that image and impression over time.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Stolen by Jackson. Payne with it. Russell covering. Morant. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And the dunk by Jackson. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Edwards against Payne. Now Edwards. Pass to Russell. Now here's McDaniels. Brooks defending with the fadeaway. 4 on the clock. The 3 from Russell. Grizzlies with the rebound. The evolution of D'Lo has been interesting to watch, Clark. I like how he's been willing to play whatever position asked of him.
Yeah, B.A., I like that too. And he said it before himself that he prefers playing shooting guard. But I tell you what, he also looks very comfortable running the offense too.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Russell up top, pounded by Morant. McDaniels up top. Up and over Brooks. McDaniels can't hit. The Grizzlies have got 5 of 7 shots to fall. And here's Morant outside. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Edwards with it. Checked by Brooks. And it's powered home by Towns.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
The drive by Morant. Pass to Adams. Jackson outside. Memphis needs to get off a shot. The 3 from Payne. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Towns double team. Payne against Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. The three-pointer off the mark. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Here's Payne. And stolen by Gobert. Here's Russell. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Well, I think the more Russell looks to score from there, guys, the more dangerous he becomes.
Morant against Russell. Here's Payne. Outside for Morant. 3-pointer. It doesn't go for him. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Pass to Towns. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Payne with the rebound.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Up top, Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Oh, he drains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time.
The previous play is under review.
They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And, of course, they want to make sure it was the right call, but I'm not sure how much it'll impact this game. We'll see.
Yeah, the replay center in Secaucus is providing the officials with the necessary footage.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That fast and a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. The Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me. Not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
So for Minnesota right now, the backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. Outside Edwards, crosses over, and he can't jam it through. Memphis leading. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
And here's Morant outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. The Timberwolves shooting just 42% so far in the game. To the left side wing. Jackson against Towns. Pass to Edwards. The 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
The corner 3 isn't a go-to yet for Edwards, but he was clearly feeling that shot.
Outside for Brooks. And here's Adams. And Gobert with a block. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Back to Daniels. From the high post. The shot comes out. Now Memphis takes it the other way. On the wing, Brooks, guarded by Edwards. Outside Bain, fires the 3. Minnesota with a rebound.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Russell with the ball, guarded by Morant. Edwards against Adams. McDaniels from long range. Knocks down the long J. McDaniels got 6.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Morant into the lane.
And then Morant with the dunk. He plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Outside Russell. The kick out to Edwards. The open J off the mark.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
But, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And here's Morant outside. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
From deep, Morant. It's not going to go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Yes, it's good. And it's now only a 1-point Memphis lead.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball. Minnesota's gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Out to the wing. This one for 3. And there's Towns on the assist by Russell. Towns has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Towns is really good at the three-point line, and he's a volume three-point shooter and relishes taking shots from there.
Outside for Brooks. Pass to Bain. Just 5 on the clock. to halt the run. Buries it from 3. He's got 6.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Bain against Edwards. Russell, the pass to Towns. There's the 3. And Morant clears the board.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Takes him. And he lays it up and in. And now a 3-point Grizzly lead.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Out to the right wing. He shoots. Towns can't get that one to fall. Jackson gets the bucket. He has 6.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Job around.
Temple 26. And put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwocky.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
We've got Brandon Clark. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Green, and it's Williams in at the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA. Boy, this is Green's game in a nutshell. He is an efficient catch-and-shoot player.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. On the wing, Noel. Anderson for 3. No good. For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Green, the pass to Williams. Nice D from Anderson. Minnesota's gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Pass to Noel, puts up a 3. Connects from downtown. Noel's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
That's exactly what they want. Get him into the offensive flow right away and then keep it going.
Here's Conchar. Now Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Pass to Noel. Here's Prince. Stolen by Jones. Inside. Here's Williams. Tries again. And the layup is good. And now it's a 7-point Memphis lead.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Here's Noel. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Here's Jones. Williams up top. And Williams punches it home.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Here's McLaughlin. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. 1:57 left in the third quarter. Jones drives in. On the wing, Conchar. Outside, Green. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Minnesota has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Down low. Here's Anderson. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Williams. Clark outside. Pass to Conchar. Rebound Minnesota.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting box.
On the wing, Conchar. Oh, swiped away. To the left wing. He shoots it. Prince can't hit.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
The kick out to Williams. Back to Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
15 seconds left in the third quarter. It's Edwards on the wing. Russell finds Edwards. Offensive rebound. Gobert. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Timberwolves trail. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Shot's good by Morant.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Towns, a screen on Payne. Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Shot clock at 5. He takes it in. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've had no problem getting into the heart of this defense with the dribble. And they've made the most of their chances there as well.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
Edwards with it, guarded by Morant. Pass to Gobert. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
That's the kind of head fake that'll give a guy whiplash.
He sells it all the way right. Highly effective.
It's all about keeping the defense off balance, guys. I mean, not knowing where you're going to go. I sort of thought he was hoping to go hard to the rack there.
Well, the Grizzlies shooting 56% today. Brooks left side. Outside Morant. And there's the drive. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Love the attacking mindset of Morant. Gets him to the line.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Edwards against Bain. McDaniels from long range. Here's Gobert driving in. And Gobert with the stuff.
Bam! Rudy Gobert. I mean, that was a loud 2 points.
Russell against Morant. And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play. Edwards, a pass to Russell. Shot is up. Edwards can't hit.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And, you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here we go. And Brooks with a basket on the assist by Bain. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Stolen by Jackson. Brooks against Towns. Jackson outside. Sees the lob. It's tipped.
Well, I tell you what, his teammates love seeing this. So do I. I mean, when Russell is able to block a shot, that's a big bonus.
Brooks against Russell. Outside for Morant. Fires for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it. And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Grizzlies.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Ja Morant.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Jackson on the wing from deep. Russell with the rebound. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Towns makes the most of his chances inside. He gets the ball in good position, does his work early, and then the battle's over after that.
From deep, Morant drops in the three. And the Grizzlies lead by 12.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
McDaniels can't hit. And so Memphis takes this one by a big mark. All right, Alec, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark.
We got a terrific matchup in the backcourt. Let's rewind here a little bit, go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. Wall passes to Zubac. Back the Wall. Edwards against George. Shot clock at 6. And he goes right over to Angelo Russell and slams it down.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Outside Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down. And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on.
Gobert down low. Leonard's there. Russell kicks to Edwards. And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Touched by Zubac. Here's Russell. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. The putback. And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now here's Leonard. And denied. right, he sends it right off the glass. Russell finds Towns. Now McDaniels. Gobert the pass to Towns. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. There's the pass to McDaniels. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Edwards with another miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Covington. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
And just taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Russell passes to Towns. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal.
Good on the three-point shot. Covington's got 5.
And Covington knows this is a big part of his role to knock down threes.
Edwards against George. Here's Russell. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Wall. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 1:30 left in the first quarter. Here's Towns. And he goes big with the dunk right over Robert Covington.
Yeah, an incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off. This guy can do it all.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
1:12 left in the first quarter. Covington finds George. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Zubac.
You have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
McDaniels with the ball. Russell passes to McDaniels. Right wing. Here's Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Now here's Leonard. The kick out to Wall. Zubac with the screen for Wall. Pass to Zubac. It's stolen by Gobert. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Wall attacking. Out to the wing. Takes it out to Covington. Here's Leonard. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that does it for the first quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point guard position. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. 6-point lead. Trying to find Towns. It's a 2-0.
That D'Lo at that size has great court vision and a great pass.
All taking its time here. Outside, George. Launches a 3. Rebound, Minnesota. McDaniels passes to Russell. McDaniels kicks to Towns. From deep. And it's rebounded by Covington. Deflects the pass. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. There's the lob to Towns. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the athleticism from Towns there? Skying up with ease to power through on that alley-oop.
Here's Wall. And Wall slams it home.
And you can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
One-on-one here. Leonard finds George. That's good. And it's Leonard with the assist. And it's 6 points for Paul George.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
Here's Wall.
And how about the roll reversal there? I mean, slamming it down right in the face of the big fella.
Here's Edwards. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And with every season, Brand, it seems like the league gets more diverse and international. It certainly keeps the play interesting.
Well, the skill set of the younger players that come into the league is absolutely scintillating. And those different styles, those different techniques, that's the great thing about basketball, is that you can find something within each player that you like to steal or borrow, but it's unique to them.
Now here's Leonard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
That's a great touch from the swingman, as Kawhi knows that he can capitalize from that area, and he can get there anytime he wants.
Here is Edwards. And it's Russell at the elbow.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Going inside. And the rejection by Zubac. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Edwards. The shot, no good. As the Clippers taking it the other way. George with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Here's Zubac. The shot will not fall. Towns with the defensive effort. Here's McDaniels. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Clippers trail by 6. Leonard inside. Defended by Towns. And he can't jam it through. Edwards dishes to Towns, and he comes up with the deuce. 17 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
I mean, in a word, resilient. When you think about his interior scoring ability, Towns is able to power through the defense for that one.
Here's Zubac. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's an aggressive attitude defensively.
And the way Towns makes scoring look effortless, it's what makes him one of the game's best players.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. And Wall kicks to George. 3-pointer. Los Angeles with another miss.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jaden McDaniel.
Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA. He gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Edwards passes to Russell. The kick out to Towns. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Edwards. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from George. Stolen by Zubac. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by. Thank you, David, for that interview. For those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot. So right now he's feasting.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Taurean Prince is out there with Anderson. Then there's Reed. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard. McLaughlin, the pass to Reed, shakes him. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Reed's got his first points in this one.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Tough to match up with Kyle Anderson because of how quirky he plays. Changing speeds, plays slow, but sees the floor remarkably well.
It's Powell on the wing. Outside for Batum. Now Powell, pocket 6, down low. Got that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Batum.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Prince. Got a hand on it. And here comes Jackson, leading the fast break. Morris outside. Traps in the tray. Morris has got his first 3 points of the game.
And good recognition from Reggie, open teammate.
Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson, and it's good for 2.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Now here's Jackson. Defense is right there. Prince outside. Lets it go from deep. And he recovers it. Pass to Reed. A second chance effort. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And it's a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Jackson looking around. Kennard finds Morris. Back to Kennard. In the corner, Powell with it. Out to Morris. A shot off that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Reed's got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves. In the corner, Powell with it. 1:37 left in the third quarter of the game. Kennard's shot is off.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And he bangs it home with one hand.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Kennard for 3. The offensive rebound. Passes it to Pop. And stolen by Prince. To the paint, and here's the break. Morris against Anderson. Shot clock at 5, and the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
50 seconds left to play in the third. McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. 4 on the shot clock. Prince kicks to Reed. The baseline Jerry off the mark.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Here's McLaughlin. Guarded by Powell. McLaughlin, no good. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 13. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And stolen by Prince. To the inside. Here's Reed. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
The shot by George. Oh, he hits the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way.
And so it's Minnesota enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. How about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Albert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point line. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Russell's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Minnesota.
Russell sometimes can look so smooth on those jumpers.
Ball passes to Leonard. On the wing, George. And it's Russell with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 15. To the middle. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And one of the offensive forces in the league. When Towns wants to score, it is really hard to keep him from his spots.
Clippers shooting well. They're at 45%. Ball against Russell. Outside for George. Driving to the basket. And he gets the bucket.
Just cutting right there to the spot he wanted to get to. Paul George being very aggressive on that play.
Outside Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Here's Wall. Here's Zubac. Here's George. And here's Covington from the arc. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Edwards drives in. And Edwards with the stuff.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Takes it out to Covington. Off target from three-point range.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the rejection by Zubac. Ball with it. He's picked up by Russell. Leonard, the pass to Covington. Takes it inside. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside, George fires the three. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
George playing with purpose, and he is in attack mode.
Up top, Russell, covered by Wall. Towns dishes to Edwards. Shot, high post, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Clippers trail by 17. The kick out to Wall for 3. That shot, no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Towns up top. Ball's knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. The pass to Wall. It's stolen by Edwards.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Minnesota.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agree. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Towns finds Russell. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. Here's Edwards. Out to Russell. Beyond the arc. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. All with it. Working on McDaniels. No problem knocking that one down.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Here is Russell. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was...
Nobody's smiling.
Maybe influenced by his years with Tim Duncan, who also had that poker face. Allie, good stuff. So the Clippers win the tip. The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center position. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
George can make the tough passes. He can also make the easy ones, too. No way he was going to miss the wide-open man on that one. Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team.
Oh, my goodness. Man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
George outside. Back to Wall. It's Covington on the wing. Pass to Wall. It's Covington on the wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Leonard. And he gets it to go from the high post.
Resourceful play by Leonard. Finding himself a look for mid-range and sinking it.
Now here's Adams. Pass to Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Here are the Clippers. Outside Covington. Leonard on the wing. Launches a three. Doesn't go for him. And it's Memphis the other way. Just over a minute and a half in. The drive by Morant. Pass to Jackson. Leonard pulls down the board.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Showing off off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Here's Wall. Pass to Zubats. Good work there as he goes. Zubats has got his second basket of the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Here's Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's Morant. Clock at 6. Another shot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
So good at staying in attack mode. When Morant is going at defenses, he forces them to foul him.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Here's Wall. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
The speed John Wall plays the game has always been the thing that sets him apart. And even as he's pushing the tempo, he just stays in control.
And the jam by George.
And reminding everyone of his athleticism. George can still get up and drop the hammer.
Now Morant. He's got 5. It's stolen by Leonard. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
George's shot is off. Well, you talk about Wall's speed, Richard. There are too many players quicker to start the break than him.
He loves to get out and run. If Wall has a chance to push it and catch the D off bounds.
Oh, big finish. Wow.
Okay, I see you.
And in traffic, he uses the reverse to keep the shot blocker at bay.
What an incredible move. Not everyone has that kind of skill. Leonard passes to George. George with another miss. Memphis trailing here. Brooks with it. Checked by Wall. Brooks outside. Jackson outside. And the dunk by Jackson.
Doesn't have to get up much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that hoop.
Pass to George. Leonard outside. Now here's Zubats. The kick out to Wall. 6 on the shot clock. The shot that time not on target. Now Memphis takes it the other way and stolen by Covington. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Memphis on D. They trail by 1.
They love what Jackson gives them defensively. Great instinct, size, and mobility.
Pass to Morant. Jackson outside. To the paint. Here's Adams. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
No good there. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Grizzlies out in front, leading. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis. So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. Leonard finds Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Over his career, Kawhi has become a willing passer. One of his many improvements since being drafted in 2011.
Morant. Well, we talk about the critical importance of the wing position, RJ. From the time you played, how do you think that position has evolved?
Well, when you talk about positionless basketball, it really falls on the forwards. You want them to have more responsibilities. You want them to be able to guard 1 through 5. You want to be able to run your offense through them. So the wings in positionless basketball have a lot more responsibility.
Pass Pass to Covington from the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain the triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
All right, now a timeout called by Memphis. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. And here's Morant. 10 points for him. Outside Bain. Morant against Wall. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, John Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
The Clippers trail. Outside Wall. Pass to Zubac. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And they're on the break. Here's Morant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
From his first day in the league, opponents are going to make him earn it at the line. And look, Morant, he'll give him an easy look.
And Morant drops them both. And for the Clippers, their shooting has been good. 54% in this one. Out to Leonard. Fires from deep. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Leonard's got 5 now.
Amazing that catch-and-shoot jumpers were considered a weak spot for Kawhi when he came into the league. No one thinks that way anymore.
Right side Bain. Zubac with the steal.
Grizzlies foul. Jordan Brooks. First personal foul. First team foul.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Leonard against Brooks. Leonard can't get it to go.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
From deep, Morant. The Clippers grab the miss. Here's Wall. Brooks with the rebound. For Memphis, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Here's Morant. The shot, no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Leonard on the wing. Brooks defending. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Oh, what a powerful move by Kawhi. Absorbing the foul, but still getting the shot in the air.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. From deep. And it's Morant again missing. The Clippers in the lead. Here's George. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
He can do damage from just about anywhere on the floor. When you let George get position inside like that, he's guaranteed to finish.
Jackson, right side. Can they get it? And another miss by Memphis. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second.
When we evaluate players, one thing that gets overlooked, age. Take Jaren Jackson Jr. He was only 18 when he got drafted in 2018.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And here's Morant outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
The kick out to Wall. Leonard for 3. The Clippers rebound. The second effort. And Zubac with the lay-in. And it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
Memphis calls timeout. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Clark finds Green. 3-pointer. Kennard with the rebound. The Clippers have gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Morris for 3. That one is off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Conchar. Outside Jones. From outside the arc. Powell pulls it in. Jackson for 3. Kept alive. 11 seconds left in the first half of this game. 6 to shoot. Powell for 3. The shot misses. And so it's Los Angeles with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks so much.
Allie, as always, thank you. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you got to stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Marcus Morris out there with Norman Powell. And it's Batum in at the center position. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Three-pointer, Brooks. Batum pulls it in.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Powell passes to Batum. Off target from outside.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
The Grizzlies have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Left side, Morant. And Jackson gets double-teamed. And the foul called on Luke Kennard. That's his first foul of the game.
First team.
And here are the Grizzlies now. 9-point game. Bain, the pass to Jackson. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Jackson's gone just 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Pass to Morris. And here's Jackson, defended by Jackson. And he commits the intentional foul. So Memphis ends up going with a new group.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Leonard. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Green with the ball. Shot on the wing. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
Leonard passes to Zubac. Out to Leonard. Pass to Covington. Clock at 6. Leonard finds Covington. George for 3. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones. When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Here's Wall. Here he goes.
Still possesses impressive quickness. When Wall charges inside, he's tough to stop from scoring.
Clark outside. From outside, off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Wall, the pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And being that Wall is a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
Pass to Conchar. The 3-ball. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 7 rebounds in the game. And here's Covington. There's the triple. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Covington's got 6.
A volume three-point shooter. Now, Covington understands this team depends on his ability to space the floor.
From deep three-point range, Conchar, good. Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. for three, Covington. Jones grabs the board. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Green finds Jones. To the middle. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Wall, the pass to George. Here's Zubats. Up and in on the layup. He's got 16.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
The Grizzlies shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. And here's Clark for three. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubats has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And Danny Green gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Stolen by Jackson. Morant with it. Checked by Wall. And the foul called on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Bain. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Three-pointer, Brooks. Here's Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. Let's go with a three. Kennard with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Batum gets the bucket.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Pass to Morant. Takes a three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Jackson for three. Hits the three-pointer. Jackson's got 5.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
And so it's Los Angeles closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the three. Here's Bain. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. And there's the call on Dillon Brooks. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team.
And the Clippers have possession. They lead by 11. For three, Powell. Brooks with the rebound. The Grizzlies shooting only 29% in this one. Not great. The shot. Money from the wing. Now here's Jackson. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. From down low. And that's good. Off the glass that time. Jackson's got his first bucket in this one. And here are the Grizzlies. They trail by 11. From deep. Out of bounds. It'll be the Clippers' ball. For the Clippers.
52 on the floor.
The Clippers have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Wall, the pass to Leonard. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. George with it. Checked by Brooks. And there's the call on Dillon Brooks. That's his third foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Here's Leonard. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Some really tough defense inside, but Leonard won't back down. I mean, he's just scrappy. He wants to make the defense work twice as hard.
And Leonard drops them both. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And here's Memphis. It's a 13-point game. Outside Morant. That's bucket number 5. He's 5 for 12 now.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Leonard outside. Here's George. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
Putting a cherry on top of that layup. Have a little fun with the double clutch.
Outside Bain. From deep 3-point range. They get it again. Outside for Morant. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Morant's got 19 points.
As Ja gets more consistent from range, he becomes that much more dynamic. And that, let me just tell you, that's going to be bad news for the rest of this league.
Covington passes to George. Covington inside. Jackson on him. Here's Zubac. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Brooks from outside. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games. And they've made that adjustment since the break.
That's good from Covington on the assist by George. And the Clippers lead by 9.
A long, strong forward. Covington shows the ability to finish inside.
Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. The 3. Fires in the triple.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep on that range.
Here's George. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Steven Adams.
And just so hard to stop without fouling. I mean, George can beat you with length, with skill, and with intelligence.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Wall against Morant. That one's good for 2.
That is just absolutely ridiculous. Look, we talk about Morant having that impact, and then he makes the biggest play of the night.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Clippers. Out to Leonard. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Zubac. Here's George. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Clock at 4. Here's Wall.
I like Morant's work-and-like approach on D. He finds good matchups and makes an impact.
Out to Leonard. Up top, Wall. Pounded by Morant. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Jackson for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Now Covington. George outside. Back to Covington. The 3 is up. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The 3 from Bain. He can't hit that time. So the Clippers win it. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every...
Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight.